Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Rio Febrian Hermawan, and I am from 3A class. And here, I want to talk about smartphone application lead to addiction. Okay, in this increasingly modern era, almost everyone has used the internet, right? People are currently familiar with the internet. Children to adults use the internet in everyday life. We shouldn't be surprised because at this time the internet can be accessed easily via mobile phones that have been connected by the internet. So that way, people can access the internet wherever and whenever. And also, when they have a PC or laptop computer at home, they can access the internet. There is also a place that provides internet facilities, and it is spread everywhere, including in small cities. That place is Warnet. Serving in the cyberspace is certainly an exciting activity for some people. A world where all information can be accessed easily, like a world that has no limits and in obtaining all kinds of information. When some people access the internet, people are more likely to open social media. Of course, everyone knows about social media. Today, many people seems to be unable to escape social media in their daily lives. Not only young people but also adults. Social media itself is a means to communicate between one person and another person. Through social media, people can express themselves. There are many kinds of social media that exist at this time. Social media such as Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, WhatsApp, Line, Instagram, and etc. At least almost everyone has one kind of social media account. Some even have accounts on every social media that is available and popular at the moment. It could be that many people won't believe if you all say that you don't have a social media account at all. The use of social media in everyday life certainly has good and bad impacts on its users. The black and white that I mentioned at the opening of my speech mean the bad and good effects on the social media that we use in our daily lives. I will start with the good impact or what good things we can get from social media. The first, it can be a means of communication between each other through social media. Everyone can exchange news between each other. They can take advantage of the voice or video call feature on social media that they have, for example, WhatsApp, Line, and others. It can be a means for students to access information about learning. In this, the second, the good impacts when we use social media. The students often take advantage of social media such as YouTube to access learning. There are already many tutorials video available that can be used to improve knowledge and ability. This kind of video tutorial is not only accessed by students but also by workers who want to increase their skill or want to solve a problem regarding what they are doing. And we will talk about the bad impacts of when we use social media. As for the bad impacts of social media in everyday life, namely, first, lack of the communication with people around in everyday life. Often people will ignore the people around them when they are already playing or surfing in the cyberspace. Even in a family, when gathered, family members often prefer to stare at the cell phone screen, so that even between families can be less communication even though they live in the same house. The second, there is negative content that can affect the thinking of people, especially children, like a supervision from parents to filter out things watched by underage children through. Social media can result in underage children opening content that is not education or even pornographic contents. Therefore, we as users of social media should be wise and careful when using the social media. I have enough speeches today for your attention, sir. I will say many thanks and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.